best-selling author, coach, a certified neurotherapist, and a rapid transformational therapist. A round of applause for her as she comes to the stage. You see that energy.
I like being in the midst of people. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
And so, yes, thanks, Yeti, for that introduction. Wonderful speech. You know, I'm sure there are people here that are leaving here with stories and how to tell their impactful stories. Thank you for that. Okay, so I don't have slides, but I have what I'm going to talk about. And I'm going to introduce myself quickly. My name is Adeola once again, and I introduce myself as this. I'm a life giver and a kingmaker. And so you're wondering, am I Jesus' city? And the time, I'll give you your life back, literally. And as a kingmaker, I was born in the industry, in the television industry, but professionally, I've worked in the television industry for about 18 years. So I've made a lot of kings and queens, yes? And so that's why I'm a life giver and a kingmaker. So thank you once again for being here. So this week we're talking, and I'm going to wear both hats today. Both hats. I'm going to be a therapist and a television person. And we're going to be talking about your story and how to tell your story powerfully. But the story that we're going to be talking about is the story that you tell to yourself and about yourself. And so I started to think about, how to create or put my thoughts together, and I thought, okay, why not look at the tenets of a full story? And there are 5, and I'm sure we know it: the who, the why, the what, the when, the where, and then there's that H, but we'll leave that out for now, okay, which is the how. And for any project that you're going to embark on, if you haven't got those 5 W's together, you haven't started the project. Can I have a microphone that works? The reality of the story to be complete. So the writer must have the 5 W's to achieve completeness for any story. Now, the stories that we're telling today is that story about yourself. I realize that a lot of people do not know what they want, and that's why they haven't achieved a lot of the things that they want to achieve. And hence, we find ourselves in jobs that we don't like, marriages that we don't like, situations that we don't like, because we're focused mainly on the things we do not want, rather than the things that we do want. And most times, we don't know what that is, okay? So, my first W, and the story that we're going to talk about, like I said, is you. So, we're going to be creating that personal story today. I know that you aren't expecting this, but we're going to not just create it, but we're going to visualize it as well. So I'm not just a speaker, I'm going to have you see that powerful story about yourself today. Who's up for that? Yes? Awesome. So now what? So let's pick up from the beginning. We focus on what we do not want. We hardly know what we want. So when I'm speaking to single ladies, what do you want in a man? I do not want a man that cheats. I didn't ask you what you do not want to know. What do you want? They don't know. Most times, I don't want a woman that steals. I don't want a man that is a mommy's boy. What does that mean? So we're never clear on the things that we actually want. And even when we say, okay, I want to be a millionaire in what? Shillings, pounds, dollars? How many millions are we talking about? So there's no specificity in the things that we ask for. I just want to blow. What does that mean? I asked somebody last time, so what do you expect? I want to work less and earn more. I said, that sounds intelligent to you, but they said absolutely nothing. My father used to call it total rubbish. Nothing. Because imagine a genie was standing by your side and rubbing his hands and saying, okay, your wish is my command. What do you want? I want to work less and earn more. The genie is still rubbing his hand and saying, okay, so what do you want? I want to work less and earn more. What does earning more mean to you? How much are you earning now? What will more mean? How many hours are you working now? What will less mean? 40 hours, would less than mean 39 hours or would less mean 20 hours? So, with the specificity of it, so you say to the genie, I want to work 20 hours, earning $20 million every month, having time to spend with my children, blah, blah. The genie is rubbing his hands and says, your wish is my command, over again. And so when we're telling our stories and giving ourselves the permission to be phenomenal and powerful, it starts from what we say to ourselves. It starts from who we say ourselves as. It also goes as far as what do we say we are? Who do we say we are? When do we say we aren't? It has to be now, and that's why I did that short exercise with you. And we're going to do a little bit more when I'm done with this lesson. Okay? So we've done when, and when is when?
Now.
Very good. The next W is where. Where did it take place? After all that is said and done, when your project is done, when will it be delivered? With today's global and dispersed environments, the question is as simple as that. Where? Where? Could it be Nigeria? Would you see yourself in America? Would you see yourself flying all around the world doing different things? We'll find out when we start to create your story. Now, if God gave you a blank check, where would you say? What would you say? Who would you say? So the stories that you're writing, why you're writing them, why is it important to you? If the money, like Bright said, doesn't come, are you going to keep doing it? Or are you going to stop just because, of course, if your why is because of money, please go ahead. But if your why really isn't because of the money, then what is the other thing that can hold you when the money doesn't come? So, why did this event take place? Why is it important in the big picture? Why should readers or writers or listeners or the audience care? Why? Now, the reason why, I think my own why, the reason why I decided to, go into therapy was because as a child, I didn't feel like anybody wanted me. And nobody told me that they didn't want me. This was just me deciding with myself that nobody liked me or wanted me. I was in between 4 children. I was a middle child. I wasn't the first, neither was I the only girl, neither was I the only boy or the last child. So I just assumed that nobody liked me or wanted me. And of course, situations started to happen for it to be established in my heart that nobody wanted me as a child. So the reason why I'm doing what I do right now, because I think therapy found me. The reason why I do it now is because now I'm able to give a voice to other women and men who want to drop the stories and drop the trauma of their childhood and become better people and wholesome people in the world today. And that's the only reason why I'm doing what I'm doing, because if I can but make one person smile and make one person live in a better way than they used to, then I would have done my job on earth. That's my reason why. What's your reason why? Why are you here today? What do you hope to achieve from being here today? Maybe it's connections, maybe it's friendships, maybe it's to listen to the speakers, maybe it's to get away from home, maybe it's to run away from something, maybe whatever it is, there's always an answer and there's always a solution to it. But that starts with you, okay? And as you close your eyes, I want you to picture a bright, vivid yellow lemon. And that yellow lemon is sitting on the counter in front of you right now, and you reach your hand out to touch it. And you notice that it is absolutely and beautifully and perfectly ripe, which means it's full of beautiful juice. And it's the perfect lemon. And you want to squeeze it to drink it. It's so fresh. And you can begin to smell the lemon now in front of you as you bring it up to your nose. Simply touching that peel brings out more of the lemon scent. And you can already imagine what's inside that taste, and you can smell it. And the lemon right now is in front of your nose, and you squeeze that lemon. and the lemon begins to smell even stronger and stronger. And now you place the lemon on a plate. You take a knife and you cut the lemon into slices. And the juices begin to ooze down your fingers as the fresh lemony smell gets stronger and stronger. And the fresh lemon scent is on your hands and on the knife. And now you bring up that lemon to your mouth, which is already starting to water. You can smell that lemon, you can taste it. Your mouth is salivating at the moment. It's a bit sour, but it's also nice. Now open your eyes. How many people saw the lemon? How many people tasted the lemon? Was the lemon there? Was there a real lemon? Because it happened in your mind. That's how powerful your mind is. So when you're telling a story